from some years back, we have an example from Iceland about how to work gender sensitive with boys and girls. An experimental kindergarten in Iceland at the beginning of the 90s had some days during the week where they divided the group, the boys and the girls, into two different groups, where they did assertiveness training with the girls and sensitivity training, intimacy training with the boys. The boys, some of the rituals the boys did was to wash each other's feet, which I think is a good example on how to develop anti-homophobic experiences among boys.
Why is it so essential to eliminate violence against children?
Because in 2011 we have a lot of documentation and knowledge about how violence is affecting children. It is affecting children in a short-term perspective. It's affecting them there and then. It's affecting them how happy or unhappy they are, how they do in school, how they do socially with their peers. And it's also, with reference to Vincent Felitis' study, also coming documentation that violence in childhood, being exposed to violence in childhood, also is a more central cause or factor behind general psychological problems in the population, in the adult population that we thought it had.
Because boys and girls experience different forms of violence. It has different effects on them. There are different reasons behind the violence. So, and we know that there are much more girls than boys who are victims of violence. So that's why, you know, gender-based violence is a very gendered issue and has been for a very long time. So we need the gender perspective.
Why do we need a gender perspective to eliminate violence against girls and boys?
As I talked a little bit about in this side event today, I think although the main experiences of being exposed to violence for girls and boys may be to a great extent the same, but still there are differences, and I think we need a gender-sensitive perspective in terms of gender-sensitive glasses to see how sometimes girls struggle with the experiences and the effects in different ways than boys do. For example, it's maybe more common to see that boys are handling these experiences by being angry, and see that girls are handling them by being silent. This is of course not for all boys and girls, but that's an example of why we need to have ideas about the differences between girls and boys, so we are able to pick up the signals and not overlook them or misinterpret them.